Yo, food fanatics! Get ready to strap in for the most mind-blowing culinary adventure of your freaking life. Today, I am beyond pumped to take you to a place that absolutely must be at the top of your bucket list. Habanero Kitchen Bar. I'm telling you, from the second you set foot on that electrifying walkway, you're hit with their legendary "Round Us" hanging sign featuring a habanero pepper that's so bright it practically glows in the dark. It's like a neon siren call to kick back in paradise. I swear, the storefront is overflowing with lush potted plants. Seriously, it's like you've stumbled into a freaking rainforest stand. The open-air seating is just screaming for you to lounge around, soak up those vintage vibes from the rustic buildings around, and bask in that glorious sunshine. It's the ultimate hangout spot for friends, a chill bite, or just to kick back and watch the world zoom by on a breezy afternoon. Now, when you step inside, oh hell yeah. The energy does a complete 180 into this cozy, yet effortlessly hip haven. You can't help but be drawn to the absolutely stunning main bar, which is lit up by this jaw-dropping light fixture that looks like it's made of a million sparkling golden bulbs. The bartenders are whipping up their magic potions against a toss backdrop that's basically a liqueur lover's paradise, with wooden shelves packed to the brim with an insane selection of spirits. Every single corner of this joint is bursting with character warm, inviting lighting that wraps around you like a big OL hug. Quirky wall decor that's a wild mix of everything from framed photos to vintage license plates, and eclectic art that practically yells personality. Whether you're snagging a table out front or plopping down on a bar stool at this gorgeous bar, Habanero Kitchen Bar guarantees an unforgettable vibe that you simply cannot miss. So what the hell are you waiting for? Let's dive right in and feast. Hello, foodies and fellow travelers. If you're looking for your next unforgettable culinary ramble or adventure, you absolutely have to stop and take a look at this masterpiece. Just look at this gorgeous plate of creamy, dreamy goodness. We are diving into a luxurious pasta dish that is guaranteed to make your taste buds do a happy dance. Whether you're exploring hidden gem cafes in the city or looking for that perfect, soul-warming comfort food after a long day of sightseeing, this dish is an absolute must-try on your food itinerary. Picture this: perfectly cooked, al dente pasta twirled into a beautiful, inviting mountain and generously coated in a rich, velvety white cream sauce. But what really elevates this from a simple meal to a 5-star gourmet experience are the phenomenal toppings. Right at the crown, you have these beautifully cut cubes of cheese, lightly kissed by a culinary torch to give them a slightly smoky, the charred edge that melts wonderfully the moment it hits your tongue. Resting right beside them is a generous dollop of deep slough, earthy dark truffle mushroom paste that perfumes the air with an intoxicating aroma before you even take your first bite. When you finally dive in, the flavors just explode. You get the deep, savory umami from the tender slices of fresh mushrooms folded throughout the pasta, beautifully balanced by the decadent, luxurious truffle cream. Then the fresh, bright green basil leaves come through, offering a crisp, aromatic contrast that cuts brilliantly through the richness of the melted cheese and the heavy sauce. It is an absolute symphony of textures and flavors. Earthy, mildly smoky, and fresh all at exactly the same time. Trust me, guys, this isn't just a plate of pasta. It's a whole sensory experience that you need to add to your food bucket list immediately. Grab your forks, call your travel buddies, plan your next food trip, and I promise you, every single bite of this exquisite truffle mushroom pasta is going to be worth the journey. Catch you on the next delicious adventure. Hey there, all you food fanatics and travel thrill seekers. If you're on the hunt for the ultimate comfort food destination, you've got to check out this mind-blowingly awesome joint we just stumbled upon. Just imagine this: a blazing hot, flawlessly baked flatbread, pizza that practically leaps out of the oven and lands on your table, sliced into these ridiculously satisfying, shareable, bite-sized squares that are practically screaming to be devoured. The cheese on these beauties is melted to a heavenly, golden brown perfection with those delightful little blistered, crispy spots that you just know are going to rock your taste buds. Each square is treated like a culinary masterpiece. Seriously, take a gander at that first tray. Every slice is adorned with this luscious, rich, dark paste that looks like some kind of gourmet tapenade or a decadent truffle spread, topped off with a plump, juicy cherry tomato and a sprig of fresh dill for that extra burst of flavor. It's like a little explosion of gourmet goodness right in your mouth. And don't even get me started on the other variations because they are just as jaw-droppingly amazing. Picture those same cheesy, crispy-edged squares topped with these perfectly roasted, caramelized golden cubes. They could be sweet roasted squash or maybe even divine toasted cheese bites, one finished with a sprinkle of delicate green herbs. Plus, they serve it up alongside these out-of-this-world dips. Whether you're dunking that crispy crust into a sweet and sticky glaze, like a hot honey drizzle, or slathering it with a hearty, savory meat dip served in a sizzling cast iron skillet, it elevates the whole experience to a completely new stratosphere of flavor. I'm telling you, the attention to detail here is nothing short of legendary, and the cozy, indulgent vibe is exactly what you crave after a long day of adventuring. If you're mapping out your next weekend food expedition, do yourself a massive favor and slap this feast onto your itinerary right this second. Trust me, you're going to freaking love it. Yo, food fanatics! Buckle up because today, we're diving headfirst into a culinary wonderland that's so mind-blowingly magical. It'll make your taste buds do a happy dance. If you've got a sweet tooth that's practically begging for a sugar rush, you absolutely cannot miss this. Just feast your eyes on these fantastical creations. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill desserts, oh no. These are jaw-dropping, edible illusions that will leave you questioning reality. Seriously, look at that stunning, glossy red apple just chillin' on a bed of what looks like the fluffiest, sweetest graham cracker sand you've ever seen. And it doesn't stop there. Depending on the dish, you might even stumble upon the cutest little yellow chocolate ducks, adorably tiny sculpted peppers, and sleek, dark dessert stones that look like they've been plucked straight from a gourmet fairy tale. Each plate is a riot of colors that's practically screaming for an Instagram moment. But hold on to your forks, because the real enchantment kicks in the second they plop that dessert in front of you. Picture this, your sweet masterpiece arrives, completely enveloped in a mesmerizing, mystical cloud of dry ice smoke. It's like stepping into a whimsical fairy tale garden where everything is just a tad surreal. In one of the wildest setups, they even pour a dazzling red fruit syrup through a tiny metal funnel, right into a textured green bowl, igniting that mind-blowing smoky effect right before your very eyes. It's not just a meal. It's an all-out theatrical extravaganza that tantalizes every single one of your senses. The attention to detail here is absolutely insane. From the custom bowls that look like they belong in a gallery to the perfectly sculpted, mirror-glazed fruits that are practically begging to be admired, if you ever find yourself on the hunt for a dessert destination that delivers an epic wow factor and is as playful as it is scrumptious, you better add this to your bucket list like yesterday. Trust me, your camera and your taste buds will be eternally grateful. What the hell are you waiting for? Get ready to indulge in the sweetest adventure of your life.